Yeah, it's bug season. Well, good afternoon, folks. We're back in Orwell at the Chateaugay State Forest. I know I probably butchered the name, so sorry about that, but that's where we are. I'll have the proper spelling in the video. I just can't pronounce it. So, we're in Orwell, just outside of the village of Orwell, town of Orwell. Beecherville Road. This is a seasonal highway off of County Route 2, just on the east side of Orwell, and that's how you get to this parking area. This trail over here is closed from the search I done on it, but it's Trail 4, but it's closed. So there's a little gravel area I'm parked in right now. Looks like it used to be a log landing for logging. They logged all this, it looked like, not too recently, but a little while ago. So the trail we get to, I don't, the map's sketchy, so I don't know until I get to that trail. To get to it, we're going to take the blue trail number 1, and it's right where these signs are. Try to cross from the parking area. We've hiked trail 1 before, and it's the trail that followed the creek. We hiked it last year. But there's some smaller, shorter trails to make it into a loop trail thing, so we'll follow trail 1 for duration of the time until we get to that point in the journey. Just a fair warning, it's May 6th of recording, so the trees really haven't budded out yet, but the bugs are out, and that's why I'm pointing, so you're going to see this for duration of the video. I got bug spray on, so hopefully it keeps them away. They're those little flying gnats, they right in your eye type of bugs. Those that are from the area that have those know what I'm talking about and how annoying that can be. So, oh, maybe this is what we're looking at. I see, okay, this is where it gets confusing. Am I on red trail number 1? Or blue trail number 1? Where are you? Or is it... Red trail number 1. No, now it's red trail 3. Red trail 3. Blue trail 1. Red trail 1. No, that ain't gonna confuse anybody. That's why I can't figure out what trail I'm on. I think we're gonna go this way. So trail 1 goes off this way, follows a stone wall. And this is actually a pretty decent hike, trail 1. It'll take you all the way over to the other parking lot. It's a good mile or 2, one direction. So we follow the creek on the way back and everything. But right here, through the stone wall, I guess it's called trail 3. So we'll see where trail 3 goes. Again, a nice stone wall. And just in the outside the parking lot, you can see them parked right over there. So trail 1 cuts off and goes this way, and I guess we're going to call this trail 3. So here we go, trail 3, Chateaugay State Forest. And that's the last time I'm going to say the name because I cannot pronounce it. I say it many times, but these stone wall perplexes me every time I see one. if there was a way to go back in time to figure out what, you know, other than being a property boundary, what was the purpose? These trees had to have grown here when that wall was constructed. Did they have the mindsight back in the day when that was a young tree to put a little trinket in there, like a bottle or something? And then just out of nowhere it abruptly hits, here's what I'm talking about. Instead of going all the way over to that knoll, that hill, it abruptly stops here and then continues that way. There's an opening there. But then what do I see? Just beyond that border, a posted sign. So, even to this day, after, I'm going to say 200 years, whoever built this stone wall is still serving its purpose on dividing boundaries. And then here, there's a break. Obviously, it was when the wall was built, it was purposely broke right here. You see the cutoff. Why wouldn't we just cut off right here in this corner? So, well, this is perplexing. One of the few things to see around here. And you see these big trees are right along it. If there was a marker or something. Oh, there probably would have been. I don't know. I'm just mumbling now. And there's a little swamp down there. Yeah, this is about as budded as trees are as of May 5th, 2022 in the Orwell area of New York State in the Tug Hill Plateau. So this looks like it was a road at one point. Because I'm looking at the age and the width of the trees that are following the law. And that's... yeah, so... yeah, so we're parked right here. We went in. This says it's trail 5 to trail 4. So that's why it's confusing. Then you got all this in here. That's where we're trying to get to. But right now, we're on trail 3. Because that's where we're parked. Across the creek. Hooked off that way. But it's trail 5. As advertised. But this is what it says when I look at the trail. So that's why I'm confused. Because the map and what's on the trail ahead itself is not accurate. So we're going to call it Red Trail 3 because that's what's posted on the trees is Red Trail 3. Where they're getting Trail 5 from, I don't know. But and then the trails do this and this and the map says it's wrong. How am I supposed to find my way out? This is actually trail 5, but it's trail 3 on the tree. Back at the beginning, there's a red trail 1, a blue trail 1. Holy crap, this is a big tree. If this tree can talk. That tree's been there when they built that wall. I guess if you own land next to the state forest, this would be an easy access to your tree stand. Follow the trail and then jump across onto your property. Look at this tree. Completely, oh, I'm gonna hang out over the stone wall, I guess. Again, this wasn't intentional to be in some kind of path back in the day they built the wall, other than it being a property boundary. But this feels like a road to me. And what was the purpose is the next question. Not much to look at over there. That's why I'm not looking over there. That's what I see. And then you come across these features. I'm pretty sure the history has Native American presence in the area. I'm not 100% sure. I think that's the name of the forest, is after Native Americans. So I don't know if that's a stone pile, just for a place to put the stone to build your stone wall, or if that's a burial. To me, that looks like a burial. A burial mound. But we'll never know unless you dig it up. But it's convenient right next to a stone wall. That's where we're at. That's why I kept having troubles pronouncing the name of it. So. I'll look up ahead. I see a stone wall directly ahead of us. Again, back to the stone wall and being property boundaries. Is that a town property boundary? A person who bought a plot of land? Is that his property boundary? Is it a county boundary? them questions. Because up in Winona, I know there's a town and county boundary, stone wall. And right here, our trail just ends right here in this corner. Oh, that's an impressive stone wall, actually. Of all the work that it took to build this. And then you got one going off this direction. Where are you? There you are. Huh. Anyway, we were passing through the stone wall on this side. So, Trail 3. The map says it's Trail 5. Then we slowly hook back into this other stone wall. And then it turns into another nice little trail. So, interesting. You can see the difference on each side of the wall. Like how the woods are different. Like it's over there more growth than it is over here. Split the difference is what I'm doing right here. Thicker, not thick. Thicker, not thick. Oh. Watch your feet. Don't worry about thickness. Watch your feet. You're walking in the forest. This is interesting coming up. Yeah, okay. Now this is real interesting. What is this? What was going on back here? Oh, hang on. I thought I crossed it. This part looks familiar for some reason. Anyway, past so many stone walls, everything looks familiar. So, yeah. Yeah, this is obviously made so you can get it out through here. I don't see any trail marker. What's that way up there? Yes, the idea for this is way out there. I have no idea. That's not one of my trail markers. I only know that because my trail marker's right here and goes that way. Anyway. Now that's impressive. That rock right there. How much do you think that weighs? You need at least 5 people probably to pick that rock up to set it there. And then that tree grew up around it, knocked the wall down. So you know that tree was growing when that got put in. 360 on where we are now. That's where we had just come from. I wish there was something going across here if this isn't a trail to tell us not to keep going straight, because you could easily go straight. But when you come up to this, I'll get another 360 here. When you come up to this configuration and you think you're going to go straight, I don't think it goes straight. I don't know what, that looks like a trail. I don't know what trail it is. I ain't going to venture out there right now. But I will do, I'm going to turn you off so you don't include this in the video. I'll go see what that thing is on that tree to see what it says. But when you come up to this point, you're going to want to go that way. That's where you're going. So, you climb the hill and make a right. Don't go through this part of the stone wall. I wish there was something I could put here to... Anyway. Apparently it is a trail. It's not the trail I'm filming on today. It just says foot trail. And I've seen a lot of those in this forest, so... Yeah, pay attention to your markers. Could it be? Hang on a second. Okay, I solved it. It was a good thing I came to investigate. Solved it. Wow. Talk about getting confused. Alright, we're on trail 1. This is trail 1. Yep, okay. If you watched the trail 1 video and the other trail I did another video on a different trail. You can see the trail 1 blue marker here. So, trail 1. And I think I mentioned this point in the trail, I can't remember. So, I'll show you distance. Trail 1 goes that way, by the blue in the trees. So, we would go through this part of the stone wall and go that way. This is a foot trail that connects you to 1 to 3. Okay? So, it's overgrown. This is where it gets confusing. Because you want to go that way if you want to take trail 1. But, for those that watch the video, if you want to jump ahead, take the foot trail to trail 3, take a left, that takes you back to the parking lot. So it's a loop trail. So that foot trail is describing that right there. Okay. So this foot trail, I guess, is, when they call them foot trails, it's connecting you to the next trail. Because right there is actually the trail I was just running on. And that's the hill. So that's trail 3. So it connects you to the other trail. Okay. So that's the way to do it. It makes it a loop trail. So I'm guessing we're right here. Trail 1 goes that way. Trail 3 cuts down and goes that way. We're walking this trail 4. Now, like I said, these markers on the map are not accurate as what's marked out in the woods. So, technically this is trail 4, but it's a foot trail between 1 and 3. So now you know. Now I know too. It's a foot trail. It's right here is trail 3. And we're going to continue trail 3 that way. Again, that's where we come from. And we've taken trail 3 that way. If you want to shorten your hike up and go back to the parking lot, take a right from here, and it links you up with trail 1. Alright, there we go. Back on. Enough talking, let's go. People come to watch the video not to hear me talk. Ooh, that hill's pretty steep. Beautiful. And there's these strange rock mounds again. A good view of three of them. 1, 2, and 3 behind them. It's kind of creepy. So they look like burial mounds. And again, the effort back then to bring a horse and buggy, pile up rocks in 3 piles right here in practically a swamp area to build a wall. The effort it would have taken. How many? I mean, that's not natural. How many horse and buggies would it have taken and people to pile rocks up out there and construct miles of wall? Just let that sink in. And not only to do that, to pick up rocks the size of that. Just to define your property? It would have taken years to build this, to mark your property boundary. We're going to nickname Trail 3 the Rock Wall Trail. Because we're going to go back this way. Uh-oh. Let's see what this is. Okay. That's the problem with being a manager. Even though it's your day off, you still gotta answer your phone. So we went through the rock wall, continues off that way. Now we went through it again, and we're now heading through this way. Really not much to talk about. Just a day out for a hike, just enjoying the forest. I mean, for those who have the passion for it, know what I'm talking about. Just out here enjoying it. That's a creepy tree. That's creepy. Sorry, tree, but you're creepy. Somebody needs to get some glass pieces and make glass eyes and a face out of that. And this wall continues all the way down. So, oh, that scared me. That tree grunt. Okay, here we are. Well, this is it. This is the end of the trail. There's now we loop back and we're in the trail 1. And here we are. I know trail 1, and when I did the foot trail, I forget what it's called because my memory is not the greatest. But we did the foot trail real quick. we knocked off another, I think it was trail 2 or something. We got that out of the way, did the foot trail. And you might remember me coming back this way and go, oh, the trail 3 goes that way or something like that, but we got to go this way. That's where we are. Or I came this way out of when I hiked trail 1 and looked that way. I think I mentioned it here because this stone wall was purposely made here. And look at that, there's a tree in the middle as a thoroughfare. But this is trail 1 and a foot trail. I forget what the trail's called. That might be trail 4, I don't know. But so that's it. That's how trail 3 starts. Now we just take trail 1 all the way back to the parking lot from here. Or if we want to make a really, really, really long hike, you can continue another mile that way and hook into the other trail I did, which will take you through the logging area and really confuse you. I think it's trail 2. I'm not 100%, but so. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the trail 3. I mean, the stone wall is still baffling me. That tree had to have been there when that was built. No doubt. And then right across the eye shot is the other stone wall we just investigated. Alright, so hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what's going on. And please leave a comment down below. I'd still like to know what's going on with these stone walls. But anything from here in is going to be B-roll. So, well, thanks for watching. I seriously thought that was a dead bird hanging out of a tree. Huh. That was creepy. That stuff out of Stephen King novels. If anybody lost that hat, it's on trail 1 at the Chateaugay State Forest in Norwell.